Welcome. This is a 20-minute restorative yoga class utilizing the yoga blocks. This routine will really help to release stagnant emotion built up within the hips and the chest, while also helping to manage stress. We'll begin laying on our backs, planting the feet on the mat, bending the knees, and just lifting the tailbone and tucking the tailbones, just finding that nice neutral spine. You can take the elbows in line with the shoulders if that feels good today. Just take a moment here, drawing the breath into the belly, and become aware of your body. What you're feeling here, maybe observing the sacrum connecting with the mat. When you're ready, we'll just gently begin to rock the knees side to side, rolling over the glutes, and you might notice a click or pop in the sacrum. Might feel like a little bit of relief for you. Completely normal. And we'll come to center. Go ahead and grab your block and we'll place it on the lowest setting. Feel free to take it to the highest setting if that feels good for you. If not, just the lowest setting across the sacrum, so having the tailbone in the center of the block. And we'll begin to draw the breath into the belly. As you exhale, softening the mid-back and the lower back. In doing so, the hips might get slightly heavier, increasing the sensation within the hips and the sacrum. You might notice digestion starting to happen in the belly. You might notice an intense sensation of needing to cry. This is very common in this pose or any sort of hip openers. You might notice a really intense sensation of needing to cry. You might even notice anger. You might notice just a blissful feeling of happiness. Everybody's different, and everybody's different in what they need right now. This is a great pose to help you shed, create space, and new beginnings. Allow whatever surfaces to just flow. Trust yourself and trust the process. Now you can stay still, or you can begin to rock the knees gently side to side, rolling over the glutes, over the hips. Again, you might notice a click or pop happening here. Completely normal. Just observe. If you'd like to take it a little deeper, you can lift the knees, so just lifting the feet off the mat, taking the knees over the hips. You can stay still or rock the knees side to side. This will add a bit more pressure over the hips. And just staying wherever you feel most comfortable. Listen to the body once again. Give yourself what you need today, so we're not pushing any boundaries. We are just here with ourselves and just honoring the body, giving ourselves what we absolutely need. And when you're ready, we'll gently release, taking the block to the side, hugging the knees towards the chest, as close as you can comfortably get them. Nice counter pose here, and just notice what you're feeling in the lower back and the hips. You might feel really light, you might not. Maybe even just find a little rocking motion side to side. And we'll gently come all the way up, grab the block. We're going to place the block along the spine, so just placing it long ways on the mat. I like to come to my forearms so I can kind of shimmy the block with my hands and move it where I need it to be. So ideally, you'll want the crown of the head to meet the mat. This is where you want the block to where you can get the head to the mat. Now, a lot of times, the chest is really tight, the upper back is really tight. No worries, go ahead and place a pillow or extra block or books, however many you need, underneath the head for added height and support. This will take some of the intensity out of the stretch, and in time you can remove that support and you can kind of get deeper into the pose. This can be a really intense chest opener, heart opener. So really just take your time here observing the body. I cannot express that enough. Doing your best to really soften the upper body and the chest. And we'll do that working with the breath to create that space. So we'll draw the breath into the chest and maybe expanding the ribs as you inhale, maybe feeling yourself lift off the block as you breathe in. And as you exhale, sighing out all that air, just allowing the upper body to melt over the block, even if it's just for a moment. We'll gently release, maybe coming to the forearms, pressing into the elbows, lifting yourself off the block. And then we'll all meet on our backs, hugging the knees towards the chest, and just checking in with self here. Notice how the breath is feeling. You might notice it's a bit more fluid. As you inhale and exhale, you might feel a little more space within the chest. Don't worry if you don't feel too much different than where you started. Completely normal. Okay, the body is different every single day. And we'll release the left leg, straighten the left leg, keeping that right knee hugging in towards the chest, and just allow that knee to splay open. On an exhale, go ahead and take a supine twist, drawing that right knee over towards the left. Back stays flat on the mat. Option here to place pillows or a folded blanket underneath the right shoulder for added height, less of a twist. You can even place blankets or pillows underneath that right knee. Again, for less of a twist, added height. Using your inhales, create that space. Using your exhales to completely let go, even just for a moment. Gently release, lifting that right knee. We'll switch sides, straightening the right leg, hugging the left knee towards the chest, and just allowing it to splay open gently. On an exhale, cross that left leg over towards the right. Back stays flat on the mat for a supine twist, modifying if needed. Gently release, hugging the knees towards the chest, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. You can stay right here, come into a happy baby pose, opening the feet. Wherever you are, you can rock side to side. And we'll give ourselves one last hug, big hug here. And then we'll take the feet to the bottom of the mat, hands to your sides, palms facing up, preparing for Shavasana. Taking this one moment out of our practice to just be, to be here with the body in its fully relaxed and present state. Soaking in all the work you just did, and maybe acknowledging how amazing your body is, this one vessel that we are given, and maybe creating the intention to come back to the mat and to give yourself this time for self-love, for healing, and for self-care. Know that you are worthy of this time on the mat. We'll rest here a few more moments, observing the body, observing the breath. We'll gently begin to wake up the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rocking the head side to side, maybe bending the knees. We'll roll over towards the right. Full inhale. Exhale. We'll come to a nice, comfortable seat. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Thank you for joining. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on future videos and live streams.